to comply.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. I will start the sharing session on Linden Woods on the architectural concept. Okay, so the site is actually at Science Park Drive, abutting the within the Science Park area. Address is 69 and 71 Science Park. The land use is residential. Site area 11,556.9. And the max allowable GFA is 29,380. Now, Linden Woods is actually within the Greater One North, which is actually connecting the Jurong Lake District and the downtown area. On the southern side is where the Pasir Panjang Terminal, the future redevelopment for residential and mixed development over there. Once you connect back later, the landscape architect will show you that you can connect all the way up the river corridor to the northern side, to the Woodland area. So strategically, this is a very good location between the few key important items, the downtown area, the Jurong Lake District, as well as the future Pasir Panjang redevelopment area. Yeah. So if I go into the Greater One North, oh, they can't see the screen. Oh.
I think it's only that one person.
Already someone cannot see the screen. I paused for a while, yeah?
You guys can see? I think David is just you. Maybe you want to log out and then come in again, David. Okay, we can continue.
Okay, so I continue. So Science Park synergized with the business park and institution within the Greater One North cluster. So on the left of the side, you have the NUS, all the academic researchers. There are some intern inside housing as well as amenities. On the northern side will be One North, the biomedical science and the media industry. Between them will be the NUH, which is nearby within walking distance, Cambridge MRT within walking distance to our side. Our side actually within the Singapore Science Park, will be redeveloped in a new master plan under CapitaLand. So this is actually the north-facing view. On the left-hand side will be the Cambridge Park. On the northern side, which is the 12 o'clock, will be the Mediapolis, the One North MRT. So the site is really marked there. And you can see on the left-hand side is the Cambridge MRT. So effectively, you can walk 6 minutes from Cambridge MRT all the way to the site. On the right-hand side will be the Singapore Science Park. It will be redeveloped later by CapitaLand. So what you see on the northern side is basically the unblocked view over the One North. Basically is IKEA area, Queenstown area. On the southern side, you will see in front of you will be the Cambridge Hill and the Greater Southern Waterfront with the Cambridge Park. Cambridge Park is an elongated path linking the Cambridge area all the way to Faber Hill. At a certain level, you'll be able to see the sea. Yeah. So on the northern side, on the southern side, the south-facing side, you will definitely see the sea at a certain level. And by the way, our development is 24-story, not only 24-story, but it's elevated above ground. So, okay, this is very interesting. This is actually the ecological network linking Linden Woods with the surrounding. If you take from the left-hand side, which is the west, actually you can actually walk from West Coast Park all the way to Hop Park, linking all the way up to Linden Woods, and all the way down to Hop Park, Mount Faber, into Vivo City. On the northern side, you can actually connect to the One North Metropolis, as well as the railway corridor all the way to the northern side. So it is well connected in terms of ecological network. Okay, then with the site inspiration of the nature, so our architectural concept is what we call the tree of life, right? So the objective is not only enjoying the greenery on the ground floor, not only enjoying the greenery on the upper floor, but every other units at every floor will enjoy nature. And not only nature, but to create community within this development at every level. So basically the approach is it is a breathing architecture using biomimicry design, ecological consideration for the whole development, having good quality communal space, and of course, closeness to nature. And we will have a healthy live, work, and play area, which balance between architecture, ecology, and social wellness. So the whole idea when we set up this design is that we wanted to have a 4 block instead of a 2 giant block. And these 2 blocks, actually, we link it every floor with sky terrace. Conventionally, most design in the market will have a sky terrace at the 14th floor, 24th floor, or even a roof garden. We have sky terraces at every floor for all the units. I'll go through in detail later. It will be very exciting. And then all these sky terraces are interlinked among each other within the 2 towers. And not only within the 2 towers, but also within the ground floor all the way up. So on the ground floor, we will have 4 layers of greenery. So a concept of this will be a forest tapestry in between the 2 towers. Every unit will enjoy the greenery. It's also part of a community space. On the ground floor, there are 4 layers of canopy and forest floor coming from the entrance all the way down to the swimming pool. Then, of course, what is nature without water? So the water that we introduced together with the landscape architects are not only swimming pool, but they are water play that is moving and that is engaging the community. So on the upper floor, every one of these layers will have different planting scheme at different layers and different floor, which the landscape architect will explain to you later. But really what it does is that it brings nature from the ground floor all the way up to every floor, and every of the stories, every of the units will enjoy this greenery at the upper level. So this is overall development, perspective for overall development. On the right-hand side is the citadines. You can connect all the way to the Cambridge MRT. Then on the left will be all the future redevelopment. So the swimming pool, if you look at it, is elevated above the tennis court. And then the swimming pool itself against the lift lobby, the lobby is elevated over the swimming pool area. The main entrance is on the right-hand side. So a bit of details. As I mentioned just now, block number 6971, Science Park Drive. Planning area postal district 5, 99-year lease from April 2025. Site area residential 343 units. Okay, normally if you look at in the development, in most of the time, 343 unit is about 1 tower or even 2 towers the most. But we split it into 4 towers. Why? Because if you notice later on, every unit is a corner unit. There is no intermediate. The corner unit will have a lot of benefits, which I'll share with you later. In the development, basically it's 24-story with 2-story basement car park. Car park lot 240 with accessible lot of 3. Expected vacant possession and legal completion are there for you to take a look. We are the architects ADDP and landscape architect will be co-end. Okay, if you look at this site now, the entrance will be from Science Park Drive. Coming down, ingress, egress at the drop-off area. The drop-off area will be courtyard entrance near to block 69. 69 and 71 is elevated. There will be 2 side gates along the main road, which is sheltered side gate with cut access. So there's a continuous covered linkway along the Science Park Drive, so that when you go in, actually it's all covered all the way to your development. So now this is the beauty of this design. If you look at the block 69, basically 4 units to 2 lift. And then the next one at block 69 as well is another 4 unit to a 2 lift. Then block 71, there's 2 towers. The first tower is 4 unit to 2 lift. And the right tower is 3 units to 2 lifts. So what it means is that every of the core is actually 4 unit max with 2 lifts serving, almost like your HDB point block design in the olden days, very exclusive, very, very private. And not only that, later I will share with you that the 2-bedroom are all the corner unit. You cannot find any, I won't say you cannot find, but it's very rare that you find a 2-bedroom unit that is a corner unit. Then on the ground, on the highest level will be upper level where the Science Park Drive is. Another level will be the swimming pool, and then another level down will be the tennis court. Okay. So these are some of the distance away from the development. Basically, it's pretty far. 31 meter on your right, 39 meter on your left, 41 meter away from the AYE and from the AYE boundary. The building actually is 10 meter, but it's not a great deal because all the units are actually facing north and south. So basically, all the units is actually having a north-south orientation. Okay, so now you look at this layout. On the block 69, you have your 3-bedroom premium with gas and 2-bedroom on one block. At block 69 on one stack. The other stack is again 4 stack of a 2-bedroom with 2-bedroom plus study. Right. Then on block 71 on the left stack will be a 2-bedroom and a 3-bedroom on the southern side, looking at the sea. And then the most exclusive unit, which is on the block 71, will have a 4-bedroom looking down south onto the sea and 2 stack of 2-bedroom. So in general, you will have a 2-bedroom stack of almost, give me a second, yeah, 10 stack of a 2-bedroom, and a 3-bedroom is 4 stack, and 1 stack of a 4-bedroom. So all this design is a point block design. It is not a slab block design. So what it means is that all the unit will have natural ventilation and also cross ventilation. Next one. Yeah. So the 2-bedroom will start from 630 square feet, 2 plus study from 850, 3-bedroom from 1,000, 3-bedroom plus guest premium is 1,002, and a 4-bedroom is 1,006. And the 4-bedroom come with private lift. So total is 343 units. Now look at the 2-bedroom now. The 2-bedroom, I don't think you can find this in the market. 2-bedroom, kitchen natural vent, bathroom natural vent, master bathroom natural vent. And all the bedrooms are actually facing the front, right? So the developer have kindly provided steep track provision for all the units. You have ceiling fan to all the important space, your living, dining, bedroom, and your study room. Your kitchen for the 2-bedroom is enclosable because of the natural vent. And you have a concealed induction hob, which I'll go to in detail later. Yeah. Then all the front facade will have a double glazed unit for all the windows for better insulation to all the private space in the unit. So this guy got 10 stacks, the 2-bedroom. Yeah. Okay, the next stack is a 3-bedroom. Now, one thing you notice about this compared to other typical 3-bedroom is that the corridor leading to the bedroom is actually shorter. Normally, you have a 3-bedroom and guest room all in one line, and then the corridor become very long. So this one is very efficient usage of space. So you have a bedroom 2 in front, you have a guest room, master bedroom together with a walk-in wardrobe. Then you have another bedroom 3 at the side, also with clear view. Enclosable kitchen with a telescopic glass sliding door, concealed induction hob and gas hob. The tiles itself, we do a little bit of different design. The living room tiles basically is a large format sinter stone tiles. Whereas when you come to the kitchen and all the corridor, the tiles is basically cut in relation to the width of the corridor, right? Then again, because this is a Green Mark Platinum, basically we provide fan to all the important areas and also steep track provision for all the balcony space. Yeah. So again, as I emphasize that the 3-bedroom, you can't find this unit in the market because basically it's very short corridor. All the bathrooms, most of the bathrooms are natural vent, including the kitchen. Yeah. Now this one is a premium unit, only one stack, right? This is in the show unit. What you notice different is that first we have a kitchen facing the front and a very nice living dining of 6.1 meter and a very generous balcony. Now why we designed the balcony to be in relation to the living dining is because this unit is actually facing the southern area, which is basically facing the nature area. So we wanted the owner to enjoy the nature so that they can stand at the balcony or even have a dining table at the balcony, and is basically looking at the southern side, right? The master bedroom is very generous. You look at the width, it's just wider than your conventional market provision. It's actually 4 meter wide. Market may be about 2.83 meter. This is 1 meter wider. Master bath itself have an integrated dual sink. They're all natural ventilated. And with 2 bedrooms at the back. One is a bedroom 4, and then one is a junior master bedroom with an attached bathroom. Again, all the bathrooms are natural vent. The yard is also natural vent. So you can imagine that you will have sufficient light, filter light into the unit. And because we also provided ledges on the outside to have sunscreen, so that not direct heat go into the units, but only filter light go into the units. Okay, then this unit also comes with a private lift. The private lift will come in on the left-hand side. Once you enter, you will see the view towards the south, which is the nature. Okay, and you have an island counter with an integrated wine chiller, which I'll go into detail in the ID. Okay, but this is only one stack. Yeah. Next one. Okay, unit finishes. So obviously, because of the nature, we bring in the nature effect. You look at the mood, the color basically is very warm, timber-like, natural beauty. So we bring in the palette to have a harmonious material palette, not only within the unit itself, but integrate together with the surrounding nature as well as the sky terraces. Okay. So there are actually 4 different finishes here. The one on the left is actually a 4-bedder. The one in the middle, the CGP, is a 3-bedroom premium. And then on the right is actually a 2-bedroom. So immediate, what you observe is that the big unit will have a darker, warmer tones, and the 2-bedroom will have a lighter, neutral tones. We will use travertine features for the bigger unit, walnut timber and satin glass for the 4-bedroom, as well as a bronze metal accent, which is in the kitchen and wardrobe frame. I understand that you guys are going down on Friday to take a look at the show flat. Please take a look at all these details that the team have designed for. The 3-bedroom premium, again, will have a darker, warmer tones, travertine feature, walnut timber, satin glass, and black metal accent. Now the 2-bedroom, which is the 2-bedroom series, will have a lighter, neutral tone, grey marble feature, grey oak timber, shimmer laminate, basically the laminate, a bit of shimmering, and a black metal accent. Okay, these are the general palette, which I think you can go down and take a look. One thing I want to mention here, maybe you guys know, is in the market is what we are using here is a sinter stone. The living room is a 1.5 by 1.5 big, 1.5 meter by 1.5 meter, which is a large format house. So basically, sinter stone basically is a natural material using heat to compress. So you feel the natural material of the stone, but you do not need to have high maintenance on natural material, and it's very lasting. Next one will be, this one will be the 4-bedroom living, dining, and kitchen yard area. Large format sinter stone. The balcony WC household will be in matte porcelain. The color almost close to the living room, so that you have a continuous flow of space and the material from the inside to the outside. Doors are dark laminate. Okay. And I think you can see this in the show flat with the island kitchen. We provide the wine chiller, the sinter stone integrated sink, and then the cutlery tray. These are the color palette for the 4-bedroom units. So you give a bit of a warm, natural color to this area because it's a big unit. Yeah. Okay, this is a wardrobe. So the wardrobe, we are using a grey tinted refractive glass with the floor using vinyl flooring. The wardrobe internal finish will be in melamine and will come with all the accessories that is mentioned here. Okay. The common bedroom will be a bit of lighter color tone with laminate finish. The flooring same as the master bedroom, and the internal also is using a melamine finish. Yeah. So what you see different here for the 4-bedroom master bath is that we have a vanity countertop using sinter stone with a single vanity sink. It's not a his and her, but it's actually a very long vanity sink that you can actually use it in the morning for both couples. The other thing is you'll notice is the grey tinted shower screen that we're using here, different from the rest of the unit's design. Yeah. Then this is the this is a common bath for the 4-bedroom. Flooring, porcelain tiles, vanity counter using solid surface. Mirror cabinet is laminate, and the cabinet door is also laminate. So this one is slightly more conventional, and we want to make it a little bit more bright because this is a common bathroom. Okay, this is a 3-bedroom plus guest premium. The material palette, similar to the 4-bedroom, using the living dining kitchen yard, the sinter stone, balcony using porcelain tiles, bedroom vinyl flooring, and a master bath as well using sinter stone. Yeah. Okay. Again, similar to the 4-bedroom. Yeah. Okay. Now, in the 3-bedroom, there will be this kitchen where the backsplash is using a different stone color. The top and bottom cabinet will be using warm brown color melamine finish for the internal as well as external. Yeah, and if you notice that the large format tile at the living room flow all the way into the kitchen and the yard. So we didn't differentiate the tiles finish between the kitchen and the living room and the yard because we felt that this whole space should be read as continuous one whole space. The master bedroom come with a walk-in wardrobe. Basically, the floor finishes is the same. The light color for the wardrobe, as well as internally is melamine finish. It comes with the accessories drawers, and there's a side panel where the mirror is, where this one is ID treatment. Sorry, the mirror is ID treatment. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so the common bathroom is the same as the earlier one. Okay. And the 3-bedroom plus guest master bath, the color a little bit different, vanity counter a little bit darker. The flooring is the same. Internal cabinet is always a warmer color. Okay, this one is the common bathroom. I think it's the same. Yeah. Okay, this one. Okay, now we go to the 2-bedroom or the 2-bedroom plus study. The first thing you notice is that the 2-bedroom series, the colors are much lighter. Living room is using porcelain tiles. Balcony is also porcelain tiles. Bedroom, the vinyl flooring is a little bit lighter color. Master bath also using porcelain tiles. Yeah, and the countertop will be using solid surface for the bathrooms. Okay, this is a color palette using porcelain tiles. Same as the 4-bedroom and the 3-bedroom, you notice that the selection of the color is actually very close between the living, dining, kitchen, and the balcony and the WC because we want the space to flow in and out continuously, seamlessly between all the internal and outdoor space. Yeah, and then the unit door and the door frame will be in dark laminate. Okay, so this is the kitchen finishes. The kitchen top, countertop, sinter stone. The flooring is matte porcelain. Internal, basically, and external is using laminate. This one, the bedroom finishes will be a little bit different. The color will be in different color. It's almost like brownish chocolate color, laminate finish. Internal wardrobe is still darker brown, but the floor is a lighter vinyl flooring. And this will be the master bath for the 2 bedroom+2 study. Very light vanity counter, contrast with a darker middle cabinet as well as internal color, and a more warmer porcelain tiles flooring. Okay, the common bath basically is very light in color. The vanity counter is light in color. The cabinet is also light in color, and the flooring is actually light grey porcelain tiles color. Okay, provision. Well, basically, is all the provisions that you find in the markets are here. You can just bring your luggage and move into this house. The provision also is very rental friendly. If you buy a unit and you want to rent it out, basically you don't need to buy a fridge, you don't need to buy a washing machine for your tenant. Basically, it's all provided, including engineered granite kitchen sink. Yeah, okay. And we are also providing a kitchen mixer with filter and a 2-burner with a concealed induction hob. Induction hob. Yeah. And this is for the 3-bedder. Basically, it's a similar. Yeah, but 3-bedder, sometimes for rental, most of the time for home user. So again, you can basically just move in, bring in your sofa and bed, and all the goods are ready for you. All the white goods are ready for you. The 3-bedroom plus guest room. Basically, we are using Miele with a 3-burner gas hob, still providing a 2-burner concealed induction hob, and all the built-in oven, front load washer, and front load dryer, which side by side, which is provided. Okay, this is a premium unit. Again, using Miele brand. Washer and dryer, kitchen sink. Okay, of course, this one the developer provide one chiller as well. 46 bottles. Wow, that's a great party. Okay, yeah. Okay, next one. Master bath provision, 𝘓𝘁𝘓𝘕. In the market, this is one of the strongest brand. 𝘓𝘩𝘏 as well. I mean, if you guys are in the market, you know how good this product is. Flush plate using Tessie. Well used, 9-10 years, don't need to change. Yeah. Okay, next one. Okay, same thing here. All the junior common bath using 𝘓𝘏𝘏. Even the rope hook is giving you 𝘓𝘁𝘓𝘏. Oh, this is very good. Yeah, 𝘓𝘏𝘏. Yeah. Okay. Zip track blind at balcony. Developer is providing the zip track blind and at all the units at the balcony, light grey in color. Ceiling fan to all the important area, right? Only living room. Yeah, sorry. Ceiling fan is only provided to the living room. Yeah. And then this one come with light some more. Okay. Smart digital lock set from Yale, aircon, Mitsubishi, and a smart home gateway. I think you guys know what is that. Yeah. Okay. So on sustainable feature. I know some of you don't believe in it, but I believe in it because as weather go hotter and hotter, I think we should be more sustainable. Yeah, unit not only depends on aircon, but also have to be well natural ventilated, allowing filter light to come in and not the heat. You use a reduced heat gain, as I mentioned just now. The window design, double glazed window, having avoided east-west orientation for the unit, deep latch to provide sun shading for the internal unit. Not only that, after you provide that, you must be ease of maintenance because that come back to your pocket, your MCST, how much you are willing to pay to maintain the building. So all this will be ease of maintenance. Water efficiency, okay, Singapore, this is given. You go for wells for your shower and your basin taps. Passive design for cooling environment. Okay, we, as I shared just now, we basically reduce direct sun exposure and heat gain into the space. And this also one of the reasons why we bring up the nature from the ground level all the way up to the upper level. So the green is supposed to be not only cooling the internal corridor, but also hopefully it will cool all the surrounding walls that is exposed to the heat. Energy efficient aircon, 5-tick, these are already quite common in the market. Water saving dual flush system, I guess you guys know what is that. Building in nature, I've been emphasizing that from the start of the presentation. I don't think you can find any of the development in the market now that have 4 units per core with 2 lifts, except if it's a executive condo. Condominium, I hardly see any 4 units per core. I hardly see any 2-bedroom with natural ventilation to the bathroom and the kitchen. So this is one of the unique design that we introduced in this development. Most of the design sky terrace will be only 1 sky terrace or 2 sky terraces or even a roof garden. But we have, for this design, we have sky terraces at every level, and the act not only to soften the image, but also is a community space for people to interact. But don't worry about the community space. It is meant to be a passive space rather than an active space. So it's pretty quiet. Okay, next one. Active mobility. This one is the site itself is fantastic. 6 minutes walk from Kent MRT. You got your know there. Then you got your hospital nearby and your school nearby. And NUS. Go up is One North. Going down is Kent Park. You can go to Jurong or you can go to City just via AYE. Both the access is very easy, 2-way to come up to the highway. Sustainable transport, we have EV charging. Now is a must. Everyone is buying an EV car now. Vertical transportation, obviously, lift is provided. But what is beauty about this design is 24-story, 2 lifts serve 4 units, except for 1 stack, which is 2 lifts serve 3 units per core. Then not only that, you can actually share the other lift. Basically, you can cross over to the other tower and use the other lift if you want to, but basically it's very exclusive. Water efficiency, I already mentioned just now, but not only in the unit itself, I think the common area is also using water efficiency. Obviously, the intent is to bring down the MCST cost, right, the maintenance cost. UHI, urban heat island mitigation. When we design this, not only we are concerned about our development, we are also concerned about the neighbor. So we don't want the heat from the unit to be transmitted to the neighbor, and also we don't want the neighbor heat to be transmitted back to our development. So basically, we introduce together with landscape architect a lot of large greenery, not only in vertical but in terms of horizontal. Natural vent, I already mentioned that. But what I didn't mention just now is that all the 4 towers is actually elevated from the ground. So the landscape architect will explain to you how much landscape space you have on the ground for these 300 over odd units with very well natural ventilated area, with lift lobby on the ground floor, swimming pool and tennis court, all separated in terms of privacy and in terms of distance. Now, privacy doesn't mean building wall. Privacy is also about distance from one point to the other. The tennis court further away from the tower elevated above the ground to avoid the noise from the ground level. Right? Smart lighting. Obviously we have day lighting system designed with LED light, yeah, and motion sensor for all the common area. Well, Linden Woods is one of the rare development in the market that have achieved Green Mark Platinum with 5 badges. Yeah, Green Mark Platinum a lot in the market, but not many have 5 badges. So the 5 badges that the team have worked out is maintainability, which in today's context is very important. Maintenance cost is very high, so building must be able to maintain at a reasonable cost. Whole life carbon, I mentioned that about sustainability. Health and well-being, obviously you want to stay in a place that keep you healthy, with good air, good ventilation, good light, resilience, and lastly, intelligent. Intelligent means smart. Everyone wants to be smart. Yeah. That's all. Okay, thank you very much. Maybe I pass it to And then if the landscape architect, I think she can start. You can start.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Anne from Cohen Design, and we are especially happy to be presenting Linden Woods today. So as what you've heard from 𝗏𝗧, I think he has presented an almost irresistible project for you. Every thought has been thought of, and what is important to note is that it is a very considerate project. I think every step of living inside this project is actually thought of, and what we have done is that for landscape-wise, we are also going to see how we can actually match that level. So without further ado, I'll be presenting the concept for you. So for the landscape design, we focus on having time, because I think for busy individuals, time is actually very precious. And what we want to do is that what 𝗏𝗧 has actually done in design is that he's made life so seamlessly beautiful and also effortless that you have more time to spend in the landscape, which is what we are going to give you some joy in experiencing. Because we're going to give you the trips and humps and also how we have the forest bathing to come through to the landscape. Next is what we're going to do is restoration of the site, because I think the site right now has a lot of built up. So what we have done for the site is that the site will be in different levels, and that will achieve, as what 𝗏𝗧 has mentioned, is that the units are lifted off the ground. So what happens is that it allows the landscape to flow all the way through. So you have almost allowed the landscape to flow through. You also allow the breeze to flow through. So I think it's a very seamless in terms of how the microclimate can permeate through this whole landscape. And last but not least, we're actually using a natural circadian rhythm through greenery. So as you can see that we're using this Fibonacci ratio, which is the golden ratio, in order to populate the landscape so that, everything has this rhythm and flow about it. So everything feels very natural. So circadian, this biometric rhythm, you can see in a lot of things in nature, like how the flower blooms, how the leaves unfold. So these are actually what you can see. Even your special structural broccoli, you can actually see the Fibonacci ratio. And of course, the most amazing one would be the nautilus. The nautilus is the exact representation and example of the Fibonacci ratio, which is what we have shown you on this scale. And the other concept for the tree of life is that we're actually using the Kent-Ridge forest layers to permeate through. So these are almost the topography lines that you can see that cascades through from higher level to lower level towards the edge of the project boundary. So as what 𝗏𝗧 has mentioned is about forest tapestry. So just to further detail this is that you can see that the forest actually goes from the floor all the way to the top. So the forest floor is actually where we have all the common facilities, and we also have another layer of facilities, which is where we have the canopy layer. And on top of this, you can see that the landscape goes all the way up to the top floor. So as mentioned, it's 24 floors, and basically it's to bring nature almost to your doorstep. So you don't really have to go far in order to enjoy nature at your doorstep. And what it does is that it also creates its own microclimate by reducing the amount of heat going through, and also to shade the walls that will otherwise have some sun on it. So I think the landscape that goes through all the way is actually a very unique, probably a first one in Singapore, which is a very beautiful acknowledgement to the location that we're in, which is Kent-Ridge area, which is also reflecting the greenery. So you can see that this design of forest tapestry goes all the way up. It's actually mimicking a tree. And I can see that each of the sky terraces actually toggles. One is left, one is right. So it's almost like how leaves actually behave in nature, because leaves will never be on top of each other directly. So it allows you to have maximum exposure, maximum wind that comes through, and the maximum enjoyment of the landscape that you can actually go through every day when you leave the home and every day when you come back. So later I'll show you about how we actually populate the plants within this beautiful terraces, so that residents here can actually enjoy different kind of landscape as they go through different floors through the stack. Okay. So just a touch of this. This is basically almost how we actually want to support biodiversity. So in terms of how the layering of the plants is, so understory plants, actually we are having more of shade tolerant plants and things with plants with bigger leaves, because like forest floor is actually darker and the leaves tend to be bigger in order to have more solar energy reflected upon the leaves. As you go to the higher levels, this is where we actually have more wind coming through. So the leaves are actually smaller, and also they are more able to tolerate the drier climate up there. Okay, we also studied the biodiversity from the point of the fauna. So you can see that some of the species that we also want to attract, mostly the butterflies and a bit of the frugivorous birds that we have on the lower floors. So this is actually a study and a mapping of how we can attract some of these more favorable fauna to the estate. So you can see that this is a bigger picture of how we have the forest tapestry weaved through the whole landscape. So you can see the landscape actually cascades from the lower floor all the way to the top, and of course to the top of level 24. So understory layer would be larger, a bit more bigger leaves and more shade tolerant. And as you go further up, you can have this mixture and ombre of how the landscape actually goes to the top, where the top is actually more of a silver color and of smaller leaf species selection. So you can see that this is what we call like leaf architecture, where the leaf actually responds to the size of the level it's in. So lower floor will be larger leaves, and the top floor is actually smaller leaves. So this is how we grade through the leaf architecture. So here is where we have the sky terrace planting. So they actually have a bit of color coding, so that's actually quite easy to see this difference when you're actually on the ground floor looking upwards. So for the lower one, it's actually about energy level. So down lower stack, we actually have these vibrant colors. So it's more of this orange and red colors that we have designed for. In the middle, which is a bit of a difference, so we actually have a mix of smaller and larger leaves, along with variegated and green colors. As you go to the top, we actually want it to be a more cool colored. So this is where we have plants of smaller leaves and also plants that have this silver tinge on them. So if you look at the buildings from afar, you can actually see this color blocking that we're going through, so that this building is not monotonous, it's actually alive, it's living, and it's also responding to the environment and to the different levels that's been created. And of course, below you can see the seamless area of how the landscape actually flows all the way through. You see there's no walls coming down, there is just very simple stilts coming through, and actually we allow wind and the passage of time to go through here. So this is a very useful space where we actually populate with landscape. And of course, you use the level differences as what 𝗟𝗓𝗓 mentioned. Distance and privacy is also about vertical distance. So you can see that we are tennis courts and pickleball is actually lower than the pool. So in the section that we'll show you later and some perspectives, you can see that the level of the pool is actually slightly higher than the tennis court fence. So it really has this level of consideration in terms of how the residents will use each of the facilities and how to make it really comfortable for them so that they are seamless with nature. So whatever they see the magic, but they do not see all the hard wire that's been designed for them by all the consultants at this table. Yeah. So some of the perspectives of the sky terrace, can see that the plants are through here. We do have a 45-degree lighting so that the plants are also easy to maintain. And also we have seating areas, and this is a very nice shaded landscape that everyone can enjoy. So imagine grandma or parents sitting here waiting for the kids to come back, or giving the kids goodbye before they go off to school. And of course, you can see at this angle, you can see the southern side, which is actually a very beautiful sea view. So this is the landscape plans that we have. So I think you can probably read through everything. But what we want to emphasize is that there is a 50-meter lap pool at the edge here at location number 3. So this is a beautiful space where you can actually swim above the rest of the landscape that's below. So the landscape below is actually playgrounds. We also have a very interesting outdoor fitness area. We also have a pets area, because I think a lot of residents might also want to have pets. They can actually go out for some sun and a run around. And of course, the all-popular pickleball and the leisure tennis court is actually located at this location. So the whole stack at landscape is actually lower than the swimming pool deck. So that's the beauty of the site when it's terracing and cascading this way. Yeah. So I think 𝗟𝗧 has mentioned before about the circulation and also where the guardhouse is and also the side gates. So there's actually 2 side gates they can use at area number 2. So this actually connects you back to the very nice super corridor that's going to be populated throughout the Science Park Drive. So this is the view of the Infinity Lab pool. So at this angle, you can actually see a bit of the top of the tennis court fence. But when you're swimming in the eye level, the tennis court fence is actually lower. So when you look through, you're actually going to see a sea of canopy of trees, which is a very beautiful backdrop for the development. And on the left-hand side, you see very nice lounge chairs and cocoons that were placed in spots of turfing and hardscape. So the turfing and hardscape were actually interlinked with each other. And then the turf is actually artificial turf, and this is actually part of the fire engine way, which we have cleverly disguised to be a very nice usable space. And behind that, you can see that as the background, you can see that there is a gym that overlooks the pool, and on top of it, you have the clubhouse. This is a view from the social lounge. 𝗟𝗧, would you want to also populate some ideas? Because the idea is very beautiful.
Okay. Well,
it looks like a hotel.
Okay. Well, basically, the beauty of the site is that it's actually elevated above the ground. So beside the site, yeah, correct. So we also elevate the lounge area. So if you look at the social lounge, basically you have almost 180 degree of view. You can actually enjoy the pool view from there, and also the unblocked view right at the front. And basically, when you're inside this whole lounge area, you're supposed to feel very cozy, and it's almost like a retreat away from all the noise and all the headache that you will face when you're walking. So basically, this whole idea is elevated up with panoramic view on the surrounding.
Yeah. Fantastic place to hang out with your friends as well. So what they've done is that 𝗟𝗧 has designed spaces that has almost this multiplier effect. So you get a larger space of what you actually experience at home. So over here, you can actually have a huge dining group coming over for having functions in this room. So I think the idea is actually very stunning. Of course, you have the view, and the view down is towards the playground as well, and the planting beyond. So it's a very thoughtful design because there's also a counter for preparation and prep works. So a sink for washing up. So I think everything is here that you would actually need for a very beautiful party. 𝗟𝗧, you would like to say anything about the material?
Well, I think the first thing is the orientation of the counter and the dining table, right? So basically, when you are actually serving food and you're actually looking out, fronting the dining space as well as the open space at the front. In terms of the volume itself, the volume will be higher with features at the back. So basically, if you look at the orientation and the design of the function room, basically it's very efficient and circulation are very clear. So basically, it will maximize the usage of the space. And again, the whole idea of inside, outside, using glass to bring in the external nature into the internal, as well as having the internal space feeling much more generous because of all the glass being used. That's number one. Number two, obviously, is I mentioned just now about having shading to all the spaces that we allow for. So you have a much more deeper, what I call a frame, to prevent the heat from coming into the function room as well.
What 𝗟𝗧 has rightfully mentioned is that I think for this project, what's beautiful about it is basically nature frames every view. So I think this is something that we can take along with us. So whatever we see and whichever angle we look at, there's always nature in the backdrop. So the stunning view of the function room, I think 𝗟𝗧 also mentioned that the orientation is that the chef and the host is always talking to the guests. So I think that's a nice relationship. So some function rooms, the host is actually tucked behind trying to keep up with the guests. So this is nice orientation. So once again, it's a considerate design that's been thought through. Yeah. and the gym. I would like to talk about the gym.
Okay. Well, not most gym. I will not say all gym. Most gym will be only one-sided with the mirror at the back, and then the glass at the front. But because of the location as well as the site itself, we are able to do a two elevational kind of gym area. And you notice where the running track is actually facing the
50-meter long pool.
Yeah, the 50-meter swimming long pool. So I mean, obviously, you will enjoy jogging or running on the track while having a nice view of the swimming pool. And the spaces itself, all the fitness equipment that you have to spend a lot more time using the equipment will be always at the perimeter. But coupled with that, we wanted the gym to feel a bit more resort-like, feel a little bit more warm. So that's where we introduced a much more warmer color to the ceiling and to the facade as well. So in a way, you go to work out in a nice retreat space rather than just work out for the sake of sweating.
Yeah, I think the residents here will feel pampered in every way in whichever activity to take on. So besides seeing the pool view on the left-hand side when you're on the cycle, you can actually see part of the playground. And from that point onwards, you can actually see there's a ramp going all the way down to transverse the level difference of almost 5 meters. So I think that elevation is very beautiful. And also you can take in nature right through the glass. It's almost like you're outdoors, but you're actually indoors. Yeah, so this is the view, as I mentioned. The backdrop, you can see that is actually where the gym located. And we actually have very nice playgrounds here, which is really iconic. So I think those are really fun times for the young ones and the young at heart. And in front here, what you can see is they have the pet run. So the pet run is not just an open field with nothing to do. We're actually giving the pets some ninja courses to run through as well, just to make sure that, they on the right path and they earn their treats. And behind that, you can actually see that you have a fitness area as well. So for those concerned about pets running wild, we actually have a double door gated space so that you can bring in the pets and lock one door and open the other one. So residents can be safely assured that you don't have crazy dogs running everywhere or rabbits running where or anything else they might bring to the pets play. Okay, next slide. Okay, then there's a special co-working lounge is also overseeing the pool. 𝗪𝘓𝗓 would like to take it away.
Okay, so the co-working lounge, I mean, obviously, into that context, a lot of people work from home, and not only from home, but actually they want to have facilities, right? So what is better facilities than having it in your condo and having nice view to the pool? Right. So basically, there are four seats, 4 tables here that you can use for co-working lounge, and with a sitting settee at the back. Obviously, this area is meant to be warm and cozy, and basically the view again is looking out into the swimming pool. We provide co-working lounge in most of our development now because basically it's a basic necessity for most of the people who are staying in private condo.
That is a very beautiful space. I'm not sure whether I can focus working a lot in this space. I'm probably looking around the landscape at the pool. But it's really gained thoughtfulness about how we are designed for flexibility so that, it's an amplification of what you have at home, which is multiplied inside the common area. So if there's, other family members doing co-working at home or working from home, you can actually come downstairs for a bit more private space when you actually have meetings to attend and video conferences to hold. And here what we have is also the barbecue pavilion. We make it quite comfortable in the sense that there's ample lighting, we've got nice seatings as well. And of course, with our weather, we also encourage the wind movement. So there's actually 2 fans located at the pavilion. So make sure that, there's always wind circulation. And of course, the landscape around it is to cocoon you so that you have this very beautiful scent coming through as well. And also the rustle of the leaves. And the lighting in the evening time is quite soft so that it kind of reflects upon the leaves. And it's basically to have this mood of calming you down and having a beautiful time and focusing on family and friends that you're having a dining experience with. Yeah. And of course, now here, to make the spa pool special, we actually hide the spa pool behind the curtain of waterfall. So I think this is actually going to be one of the favorite places, I hope, with the residents. We just want to, ease the aches and pains of the day away with the spa jets, massaging the sore points of the body, and have this water curtain almost making them invisible to the rest of the world. And on top of this water cascade, there's actually a dipping pool, a 300 mm pool, just for shallow water, just to cool your feet and also for the little ones to splash around in as well. Okay, that's all for me. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, 𝘓𝚘𝚡. Thank you, Anne, for the interesting exchange and introduction to all our amenities. Good afternoon, everyone. This is Lisa here. I'm from CapitaLand. Next, I'll be running through a very brief introduction to give you a little bit more insight into our upcoming development, Linden Woods. So if you could build your dream home, what would it be like? Would it be one where you live amidst nature? And where you truly feel free? Where joy seeks you out? Where inspiration awaits? Where connections can be found? Where you seek the best in yourself with the various education? And others who share your dreams. If only we could live in such a dream. CapitaLand Development Singapore proudly presents the first residential development within Singapore Science Park. Live your dreams at Linden Woods. Inspired by the Tree of Life, Linden Woods takes its name from the linden tree, a timeless symbol of tranquility and renewal. Nestled among lush parks and green spaces, Linden Woods encourages a deep connection to nature while nurturing a thriving, close-knit community. Come home to a life of plenty. As a master developer and park operator, CapitaLand constantly reinvents our real estate, offering to enhance Singapore Science Park's amenities and community programming by creating a conducive environment for innovation to thrive. We have embarked on a multi-phase rejuvenation since 2010, where newer business park buildings, which are now home to leading companies such as Johnson & Johnson, Dyson, and Shopee. In 2021, CapitaLand commenced the development of Geneo, the newest 1.4 billion life sciences and innovation cluster in Singapore Science Park, adding 1.94 million square feet of GFA, incorporating work, live, play elements within Singapore Science Park. Completed in early 2025, Geneo has obtained notable green building certifications, including BCA's Green Mark Platinum, super low energy for 7 Science Park Drive building, which further reinforces Singapore Science Park's credential as a Green Mark Platinum district. Geneo houses a wide range of lifestyle and F&B amenities, 2 verdant central gardens, as well as a 250 hotel residence known as Citadines Science Park Singapore, which is managed by 𝘕𝘓𝑚𝑒𝑡 Limited. Expect dynamic lighting and designs that seamlessly transition from a bustling lunch atmosphere to a cozy evening vibe, perfect for bonding over happy hour drinks. Geneo encompasses approximately 54,000 square feet of dining, retail, and lifestyle amenities, providing tenants and future residents with a holistic environment to relax and engage with the community after work hours or on weekends. These are a couple of the retail and F&B tenants that are already open at Geneo. So for those of you who have yet to pop down over to Geneo, do find some time to visit us. Most of the F&Bs are open, and we have even more exciting F&B tenants coming to you soon. Next, I will just summarize by sharing a couple of unique value propositions at Lindenwoods. So CapitaLand is the master developer of Singapore Science Park. We are responsible for the planning and development of the overall growth and transformation for both Science Park 1 and 2. We adopt a consistent vision to ensure alignment of design and execution across all phases of transformation within Science Park. We ensure cohesive integration of various components such as offices, residential, R&D hubs, green spaces, and infrastructure. We go beyond buildings to develop holistic, vibrant communities within the precinct. There are multiple phase developments in the whole Science Park project itself. We plan and deliver these phases to align with evolving demands of housing, commercial, and mixed-use spaces. Okay, residents will enjoy seamless connectivity with the sheltered access to Geneo and the MRT station, with just a 6-minute sheltered walk to Geneo and the MRT. So in cases where good weather, the time taken to walk to Geneo and the MRT station would be even lesser. Okay, the development also enjoys exceptional accessibility with excellent transport network, not only for MRTs, but also via buses and expressways. As for the surrounding amenities itself, the nearby one at Cambridge offers daily essentials right at your doorstep, and just a couple of MRT stations away is Star Vista, where we can meet all your shopping delights, and not forgetting One Holland Village for your fur kids and for all your F&B needs. With NUH and NUS just across from Lindenwoods, there will be a ready pool of tenants. And lastly, its close proximity to Cambridge Park would allow residents to enjoy nature at your doorstep. So it's also the first of its kind in a vibrant neighborhood. So what are the first? It's the first mover advantage, being the first residential development that is located closest to the MRT, right? Forming part of the multi-stage strategy to transform the 55-hectare Singapore Science Park into a holistic work, live, and play innovation district. It is also the first and very rare to be able to witness the successful completion of Science Park's Phase 1 rejuvenation. And most of your other master plans itself, you will probably have to wait at least about 10-15 years before you can see it materializing. But here at Geneo and at Lindenwoods, you can see the significant transformation of the overall environment. It is also the first hub for businesses at the forefront of scientific and technological advances. Science Park is now strengthening its placemaking initiatives to better support progressive professionals and future residents. As mentioned earlier by 𝘱𝚘𝚧, we are indeed very close to nature. with Kent Park at our doorstep and also Southern Ridges. We are strategically located right at the heart of the 10-kilometer nature trails of the Southern Ridges itself. And with one of the key parks at Kent Ridge, its 47-hectare size is really huge compared to a couple of the other parks along the same Southern Ridges. Okay, residents can enjoy a convenient pit stop after their nature expedition with great variety of F&B options at both Geneo and at the Kent Ridge MRT station. To further reinforce, there are sky terraces on every floor amidst the distinctive tower design. As mentioned by 𝘓𝚘𝚡 earlier, it's rare to have point block design nowadays because of site efficiencies. But what we have done here is we ensure that all the units have optimized sunlight, airflow, and ventilation, and also minimizing corridor space for greater privacy and efficiency. So this is a actual photo taken, a panoramic view of what you can look forward to when you're living in Linden Woods, enjoying unblocked views of both city, park, and sea. To further emphasize on the superior amenities that we have within the development itself, not only do we have a 50-meter lap pool, it is also an infinity pool. In terms of car parking allocation itself, for Linden Woods, we have up to 70% car park lots. That is much higher than a couple of our developments in the vicinity where they only enjoy 40% car parking lots. We have a recreational tennis court. We have a pickleball court, which is unique to a lot of developments. And also we have the pets play area. The project itself is a non-PBBC construction, and this allows buyers to have the flexibility to configure the rooms to suit their family needs. So you have the flexibility of taking down unstructural walls to combine spaces for a wider entertaining and living spaces in the plan on the left-hand side. And for homeowners that require larger bedroom sizes, they have the flexibility of knocking down walls and combining spaces with the neighboring or adjacent bedrooms to allow for larger unit spaces. And lastly, we have bespoke provisions within the development itself. As mentioned, we'll have a concealed induction hob, which doubles up as additional worktop spaces when not in use. We have introduced large format sintered stone slab for our premium units with sizes from 1.5 meter by 1.5 meter. The seamless joints will emphasize the expansiveness of the space within the unit. Furthermore, zip track acoustic blinds would be provided for all the units in Linden Woods. Home buyers can enjoy the extension of space from their living and dining area out to the balconies. For the premium 3 and 4 bedroom units, telescopic kitchen sliding doors would be provided. To add on to the convenience for home users, we have provided bidet sprays for all bathrooms. And lastly, we skipped that. Lastly, LED lightings will be provided to the whole unit. So in summary, these are the few unique propositions that we have when you live your dreams at Linden Woods, with CapitaLand being the master developer, enjoying seamless connectivity and exceptional accessibility. We offer a first of its kind development that is close to nature and with sky terraces on every floor. Residents will enjoy unblocked panoramic views from their units or even at the sky terraces. We have superior amenities and facilities. And with its being a non-PPVZ development, we allow flexibility in terms of its layout. And lastly, bespoke provisions. So we look forward to welcoming all of you to our Dreamscape Gallery at Linden Woods. We will have 3 show suites units available for viewing. So we look forward to seeing you soon at our gallery. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, Lisa. Thank you, 𝗟𝗧𝗡 and Anne. I think there's a question in the chat group about the project. We actually pre-harmonization. So I'll just keep the chat open for a while. If you do have any questions, we can take the questions now. If not, maybe you can collate and then the ICs can pass over and we'll just prepare an attitude. Hi, Alvin. Just to answer your question, we are actually pending some approvals from the authorities, and then the preview date and launch date, we will keep you guys updated again. Jerry from Huttons. Okay, pricing band, we will advise again.
I think, Sherry, for the pricing itself, you can probably take reference from the latest or the most recent launches in the vicinity as a gauge.
Yeah, Fairfield Methodist is within 1 kilometer. Methodist Primary School, sorry.
Okay, to answer Esther's question, zip track is provided for all units, but there are manual zip tracks. Okay. For buyers who do wish to go for motorized, you do have the option to work with zip track on the upgrade separately if you wish so.
Yeah, the gym equipment is the ones provided in the development.
Yeah, but we have to just make a disclaimer in terms of equipment. In the event if by the time the completion of the development itself, there are newer equipments in the market or new models, we will definitely upgrade them accordingly. So we will say that it's similar, but may not be exactly 100%. Okay, Charles has a question. Are the bespoke provisions optional? No, they form part and parcel of your unit itself. So at handing over, all the provisions that we have mentioned will be provided in the unit. Okay. Okay, and the next question is from Mark. Unit to car park ratio. We mentioned it's 70%. It's relatively high, I would say, for a development that is next to an MRT station. In fact, for newer developments, you often see car park provisions of only up to about 50%. So in terms of that, our car park provision is actually pretty generous. What the height difference between the decks? Okay, because the site itself is on a sloping ground, so the architect has actually designed it to maximize the topography of the site itself to accommodate the towers and the amenities at the same time. And the height difference is about 7 meters from the lowest point to the highest point. Okay. Okay, next question from Ling Yu. Which brand is the Zip Track? It's the original Zip Track brand. It's not an OEM, it's the real Zip Track brand, okay? Okay, we have another question from Sherry. If buyers want to have some walls removed, can they specify upfront to the developer so that the walls can be removed? Yes, we would be able to accommodate, provided it's in the early stages of construction. So we would suggest that if buyers who are thinking of combining or removing some of the walls itself, to let us know as soon as they purchase the units. Okay, we have a question from Jaden. What is the height elevation from ground to the first level of the unit? We've mentioned earlier, it's about 7 meters. Okay, next question, ceiling height for each unit is 2.8 meters. And it's the same for all unit types. Okay, we have a good question from Bertram regarding acoustic ceiling. For units that are facing the AYE, they will have acoustic ceiling panels provided in addition to the zip tracks, okay, to mitigate the noise. Actually, the acoustic requirements are only applicable for the units that are facing AYE. But the developer has generously decided to provide zip tracks for all units so that buyers will be able to enjoy the convenience and the ability to enjoy the balcony space to the fullest. Okay. Okay, we have a question, interesting question on nature and greeneries. Perhaps I can get Anne to share a little bit more.
Hi,
Adeline.
Hi, Anne here. Hi, can I understand what you mean by discomfort? Because I think the plants and species that we choose are not going to be those that will have lots of bees or carpenter bees or things that might cause any alarm to the residents. So I think can be quite safe in terms of like the plants we choose should not be causing any discomfort to the residents.
Hi, Adeline. 𝗪𝘓𝘓 here, ADDP. Just to clarify, I think both Anne and myself, in the early days, we designed one 24-story green wall at a tree house. So that was about 11 years ago. Yeah, and actually, we have that concern in the beginning. But actually, when the buyers move in, it wasn't a concern at all. Actually, they enjoy the green very much. There are some discomfort early days about ants and things like that, but after a while, it becomes common to the user. So I don't think there is an issue at all because basically, you basically learn to live together with nature. Thanks.
Okay, we have a question from Sherry regarding the maintenance fee. This is pending approval at this juncture. We will share the information with all of you at a later date. Okay, next question from CY. Will the aircon be relocated for those units where the non-support walls are removed, like combining the study with the living room next to it, etc.?
Hi, CY. This is Mindy from CapitaLand. Maybe adding on to what Lisa has actually just mentioned earlier on. Yes, there are some walls that if the owner is keen to remove those walls for some of their fit out, they can actually approach their lawyers, come to us officially on which walls, because it's very subjective on whether the walls to be removed is structural related or is not. So with regards to the affected aircon, for instance, if it's on a non-structural wall, yes, it can be relocated. But of course, it depends on where is the preferred location. Depends on what the buyers want. But if it's located on the structural wall, usually we will have to see again where is the preferred location. So ideally, our aircon positions will actually place it on a non-structural wall as of time of design as of now. So I hope it addressed your concern.
Okay, thank you, Mindy. Do we have any more questions before we end off the session? If you do have any further questions, no worries. You can actually drop the questions to your ICs. They can help collate all the questions together, and we will address them separately. Okay, I think we have answered almost all the questions. Do we have a question coming in from Lawrence? Yes, Lawrence. The zip track that is provided is the manual version. It will not be the motorized one. All right.
I think that's all.
Okay, I think that's all we have for today. Please keep a lookout. Once we're ready to preview the show flats, we will get in touch with all your ICs, and we will let all of you know. And we are equally excited to have all of you with us at our show gallery, our gallery and our show flats. All right, thank you very much, and look forward to seeing all of you very soon. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Okay, very good.